Okay, we'll get to that nonsense later. No, Rico, you cannot repeat what you just said.
I can't repeat what you just said.
All right, so let's jump in. I have been waiting to do this for a couple of days because the Tigers can't win a baseball game. I want to know what you guys as consumers want. For instance, when I ask you, do you like to be lied to in the course of your day? Do you like it if your husband or wife lies to you? Do you like when your children lie to you? Do you like willful dishonesty? No rational person would say I like that. So my question will be, why do you want that in your sports coverage? Because something happened this week, and you're going to get a whole bunch more of that garbage. And that's what it is. It's garbage. Anything that's not honest, anything where someone's compromised, they're bought, it's garbage. Mm-hmm. And you have a real problem if you like the National Football League now, which is ESPN is in bed with the NFL. No. Not in the way that teams and radio stations are in bed. That's pay to play. We pay you. We broadcast your games. We make money off that. And the teams don't own the station. Once a team owns a piece of a station, it's over. Well, that's exactly what you're seeing with the NFL and ESPN. Look, I'm not going to nerd out. The media stuff is very nerdy. Only people in the media care. It's been well known the NFL's wanted to offload NFL Network for years.
Yeah.
Years. It was like a stinky sock. Well, why did ESPN not pay for NFL Network? Why did ESPN not pay for NFL Red Zone? You read the fine print. They gave up something. The NFL said, we don't want your money. We'll take a 10% stake in the whole effing company. So the NFL is now an owner of ESPN.
A minority owner, but,
but they're an owner.
Yes.
Hey, they own enough to where you ain't ever going to hear an honest piece of commentary about the NFL ever again.
Bingo.
Yeah, you think you're going to hear the word concussion? You think you're going to hear CTE? You think you're going to hear the next time some scumbag player beats a woman senseless or drives a car and kills somebody? Right. And not even the way Georgia players do. I'm just talking in general.
This person's just out. What happened? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. That's what they should do. They should have a don't worry about it scroller. Oh, Matt Stafford, don't worry about it.
Right.
Could be his back. It could be a bank robbery. So here's my question to you guys. Because, look, we see what's going on. I see what's going on. I'm me. And I understand where this industry is headed, and I won't be a part of it. I got better things to do in this life. But you as fans have a choice. What do you want? Because, Rico, you and I always say this. There is a growing percentage of people, whether it's callers, texters, I think some of you like being lied to. I think you like being told you're the prettiest belle at the ball, except one problem. You're absolutely not. I think you like being lied to about your teams. I think you love it. I think some of you pay people to lie to you. That's even the bigger, craziest part. You pay for a website to lie to you, to tell you it's all good, to tell you that freshman running back is going to be Walter Payton. One problem. He doesn't have any legs. He's actually Lieutenant Dan. So my whole question is, I think this NFL thing, as a broadcaster, it's highly offensive. Highly. Mm-hmm. But I'm not asking people to be offended by it. I want to know, does the average football fan understand what just went down? Dan Patrick said it best yesterday. Mind you, he worked for ESPN. He goes, they're already sitting on stories. So these negotiations have been going on for 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, you and I in a commercial break can talk about some of the finer print in this and why would ESPN give up 10% of their company? You know why? So they don't get shut out of the 2029 negotiations. This is their only way to guarantee they get to keep Monday Night Football.
Exactly.
Because they ain't got the Peacock money. They don't have the Bezos money. They can't play with Netflix or YouTube.
Right. And for those who don't understand that reference that Mike just said, that's Thursday Night Football and Sunday Night Football. So, yeah.
So this was like, help me, I'm poor. But the compromise of all of it is ESPN. I mean, if you think Fox's coverage of the Big Ten is bad, this is another level now. Because Fox doesn't own the Big Ten. You can say they own them by, hey, we pay you lots of money, do what we want.
Play this game at 2 o'clock
but they
on
don't
the moon.
Physically
Yes.
own it.
Right.
When you own it, There is a 0% chance any, and I use this term very lightly in the current format, any ESPN personality is going to say an effing thing that is remotely critical, remotely interesting, thought-provoking. It is pablum at this point.
Or I'll say this, in the event that one of the personalities does, just wait and see. They'll be on a vacation for the next week. They won't be suspended, but like, hey, where did that person go? Oh, they took a emergency vacation. That's going to be the punishment for them. You're not going to come out here. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to see Stephen A. or anybody grandstanding against the NFL anymore.
And that's where I want to know what people want. Look, you're seeing it creep in locally. I don't think we need to start rattling off names. There's no purpose. I basically don't like anyone. You like being lied to about your teams. You want to be told everything's great all the time. That's the genesis of the let Brad cook movement. Or let Scott cook, or let Steve cook, or whatever, Julia Child. The point is, do you want reality, opinions, discussions, debate, or do you want a fantasy? Because the most powerful league on the planet, I think it's more powerful than F1, it's more powerful than the EPL. You're talking about something, Rico. They now own the network that handles a vast majority of their programming. And the subsidiary of it is the NFL Network.
Yeah.
How much a percentage of a day in, day out, 24/7, not just Sunday, but the day in, day out coverage of the NFL resides on ESPN? At least half.
Yeah, I was about to say a lot. Yes.
I mean, you're talking about a fully staffed television studio.
Oh, the best thing that happened to them was the whole Dallas Cowboy Micah Parsons thing. Like, great. We got our first block planned out for the next month. So long as Jerry Jones is alive and breathing.
And again, there's a reason no one at ESPN is saying what I'm about to say. There should be a grievance filed against Jerry Jones because you're not allowed to negotiate with players without the agent present. And if you do come up with a handshake deal, you are to have that deal papered and signed as soon as physically possible. Why is no one at ESPN bringing that fact up? The Players Union, I believe the new rep is David White, should file a grievance against that shriveled up moron, and it should be simple. You violated terms.
Here's what I think that people want. And Kenny, you're a big wrestling fan, so stop me if I'm wrong, but I think people want to see football and sports done the way that they do in wrestling. I think we all know that wrestling is entertainment and it's fun, but you can't take it seriously. And I think that that's what a lot of people now want when they watch their football or whatever sports. Just entertain me. Don't give me the bad things. Make me feel like everybody can be a winner. Like, if you ever watch these training camp shows, whether it's NFL or heck, the Big Ten Network, they make it seem like all 18 teams can win the Big Ten. Oh, my God. Did you see this guy in this play?
We call that the DiNardo.
Right.
Jerry DiNardo has never seen a Big Ten team who doesn't look good to him.
Right. And I think with the NFL, the same way. When they go to the training camps, oh, my goodness. Hey, Mike, I know what we thought about the Giants, but we were just out there. Now, this is a team to watch.
You know how I know it's a lie? If you go to Browns camp and you don't throw up on yourself on camera. Right. So
but
it's just,
I think it's a lot like the whole wrestling thing where deep down you all know what's really happening there, but you just entertain me and fool me for a couple of hours and make me think that this is real.
I think the next thing that's going to happen, let me throw the number out as well, just 248-539-9797 is basically, do you recognize what's happening now with the NFL? And what do you as fans want with sports coverage? But two, I think ESPN is setting up a caper. See, they're going to roll out their new streaming service in the next 2 weeks, I believe. It's going to be $30 a month. I don't know who doesn't have ESPN, but fine enough. Let's just say, okay, I'm going to pay it. They own the SEC, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what the next step is going to be? Pay-per-view games. They're going to start segmenting the biggest SEC games they get their hands on, and you're going to have to pay for them.
You think so? Because I've often wondered that with the NFL, because with the Super Bowl, like when will the Super Bowl finally go
$99.99 by 2030? I absolutely believe it.
Where it gets treated like that big time heavyweight fight used to be. Where it's like, oh, you want to see Tyson fight? Okay, it's going to cost you $150.
I think the next time the rights deal is up, I think you will see a Netflix or a Prime or someone buy it, and oh yeah, you can stream it. Give me my money. So look, I want to hear from the people on it. And again, I do think, look, do they care about future fans? No. No, this is a world now that's publicly traded or private equity. They don't care about fans 10, 20 years down the road. They want the money now. None of these people will be around in 10 or 20 years for the fallout. But these moves are killing sports. Like, if I took you through everything you needed to watch the NFL this year, you'd vomit. It's 7 streaming services plus the purchase of Sunday Ticket. Thousands of dollars. For what? Yeah. For what we always had on Fox and CBS or NBC? Mm-hmm. The greed is so far gone. It's so egregious. It's so offensive.
Or you can just buy season tickets.
Oh, where they'll triple the price the first time they don't trip over their garden hose in 70 years. 248-539. Thank you, Kenny. You pointing to the clock was the difference in the segment. Read something, will you please? All right.